Okay, in this video we are talking about prior to the walkthrough. The walkthrough itself is a critical moment within the negotiation process for you to move the seller in the direction that you are looking for. So there's a couple key components, okay? First off, prior to the walkthrough, when you're setting up the walkthrough or one of the conversations prior to the walkthrough with the seller, you want to reiterate the range that you've already established in the seller's mind. The reason you want to reiterate this number is because you've already done your homework, you've done some of your numbers, and you came to this range prior based on your previous calculations. So you want to reiterate that number in your seller's mind so that when you actually come to a price point, there's no surprises. They're expecting you to either be in that range or close to that range, and you're setting yourself up for success, okay? Now also, prior to the walkthrough, you want to, if this is a property that has a lot of repairs, or you think you might be, there's some question marks associated with it, or you have the possibility that the number might not be close to the range you originally mentioned, then plant the seed in the seller's mind that you're going to look at it. If something comes in unexpected, you mentioned, Mr. Seller, that the foundation might not be in good condition. If it's worse than what I'm anticipating, our number is going to be less than what I projected and told you about. So there's another opportunity to plant the seed in the seller's mind that the number can be lower if something comes up when you do the walkthrough that you didn't anticipate. The other thing too is prior to the walkthrough, you want to be prepared. By being prepared for the walkthrough itself, you are setting yourself for success. One of the items you can do to prepare is have a contract already written up with a couple blanks with areas that are open for negotiations, such as the sales price. But everything else needs to be filled out. Have the title company in there, have the earnest money amount already written in there. Fill out the entire contract so that when you show up, you're only negotiating with the seller on a few items, and you can just fill it in right there on the spot, and it makes the signing of the contract a simple process, a smooth process, and one that is easy when you're there in front of the seller. The other item to be prepared prior to the walkthrough is know your numbers. Make sure you have run your comps completely, not only what the property is worth, but also the rental comps in the area. And that way you absolutely know what your top dollar will be given the idea of what the repairs will be. So that when you show up and you've identified what the exact or the general number for repairs will be based on putting your eyes on the property, you can negotiate right there on the spot with the seller to the price point that you know will work because you've already done your numbers, you know your calculations. This is an awesome opportunity to be face-to-face in front of the seller to come to an agreement. Be prepared. Utilize the time before the actual walkthrough to increase your chances of success.